Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. It is the Boom Bar right here on your Boom Radio NG. My name is Dolupo, and I bid you a warm welcome to the bar today. Today promises to be a very interesting one, as we're going to be talking about quite a number of things. Nigeria at 65. Nigeria is going to be 65 tomorrow. Abi? Yes, tomorrow. Somebody's computer. Thank you very much. Anyway, PENGASSAN and Dangote matter is not going anywhere anytime soon, and apparently there seems to have been a few implications to that we're going to be talking about. ASUU, I've not heard ASUU in a while, and ASUU maybe seems since they have a new, this is just me though, but since they have a new chairman now, maybe he too wants to mark register and say, okay, during my tenure there was strike, because looks like they are also threatening strikes as well. And there are quite a number of trending things on social media. One of them is the conversation about the new tax laws and a few clarifications about it. We're going to be talking about that. There's a bit of football here and there. Champions League is continuing today, so if time permits us, that and a few other things are things we're going to be talking about today at the bar. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the show today. My name is Dolupo, the one and only. And with me in the studio today is not just only Shola Rogers. Today we are having a new person that has officially been called to the bar today, and in the person of Fola Ajibola. Just Fola, if you make
just
it
Fola.
Just Fola.
Just Fola is fine.
And then there's SR.
Yeah, I thought she was going to say Fola Adeola. I said, we don't have money here. About some GT things and things, but it's okay. We'll manage this for that. This was
wow.
I'm not quite there yet, but very soon.
This one's a get money now.
Very soon.
You even have, don't worry. after all, you have things that you bring that other people don't have. So you're already rich.
Like this face.
Yeah, and other things.
Your face not buy which money?
Like
Does
face.
It collect money from the bank?
And other things that you carry.
Yourself.
In your bag.
Anyway, we're going straight into the gist today. And first things first, Nigeria is going to be 65 tomorrow.
Yo, wagwan, my brother, I be, my sister, you be. Each one, anyone where you be. Where the party at? Where the party at, Nigeria?
Apparently, they said there's no, okay, no, it's not party. They said there's no parade.
Party, all join now.
There's not going to be parade.
There'll be some mingling.
I don't know why. Maybe because the president is not in Abuja.
No, that's not an excuse.
And the vice president is also not in the country, so
that's not a reason.
So who would have?
There must be other things that's making them. Maybe they're just looking at the pulse of the nation. Mm-hmm. Maybe they're reading the room and they're you know what? Let's just chill now. There's no need to roll out the drums.
But anyway, still talking about it, the president, who's in Imo at the moment, I said it that maybe I'll soon open an app now, President Tracker. President is in Imo at the moment, but he's supposed to be back in Lagos because he's supposed to inaugurate the new National Theatre. I think it's now going to be called Wole Soyinka Theatre, and I think it makes a lot of sense. It's been a long time coming. That thing has always looked old since I was a child. Yeah. It has finally gotten a new verb to it. I think it's really going to make a lot of money for the federal government and the ministry and whoever it is that thought that.
Yeah, that thing, you guys are allowed to say it looks old, Sha. It is indeed old, built sometime in the 70s. If you look at the structure or the design of the National Theatre, soon now renamed after Wole Soyinka, it was designed as the cap of a military dictator, the then military dictator and everything. And at some point...
Yeah, you're just seeing it now, Avi.
Interesting.
Yeah. So at some point, it was the melting pot in Lagos. That was where, when we had the culture of watching movies on reels, not the home video things. I know we're talking about proper cinema. That's where everybody used. And they had several cinemas.
Okay, so
there.
what do you mean by cinema? Like the cinema that you go watch now?
Yeah, the quality of those things were real then, as compared to the ones that they started putting out on videotapes and stuff and all. There was a time we had proper cinema, the sound, everything. Those ones that do the shooting, they usually mastered outside Nigeria. It's top notch, top quality cinema. The output, everything was like that.
In the National Theatre.
Yeah.
What happened?
It was fantastic. Then I remember when some foreign acts came to Nigeria. For instance, a group that used to call they called Musical Youth. The British group, but they are I think they're Jamaican British people. That they came through. That's where they performed. That's where they performed. So big bands used to come to Nigeria and perform there. If they're not going to be at the TBS, it would have been at the National Theatre. It was an amazing place. Then outside, they had like a food court arrangement. The under threes, they had lounges and pubs and bars and stuff. Roadside though, not the. But it was good. It was a good melting pot at some point. Then most of the drama troupes used to meet there, rehearse there, and all of that. But typical Nigerian military system, they let everything go to waste, and eventually the place just lost all relevance. Right now there's a train station there that Lagos State built just on the fringes of the place. The blue line passes through. The red line is most likely going to link up there too. You get? So that makes it a hub. So what they've turned into now is like an event center, a tech hub, and all sorts of things will be happening there. And I've seen videos, I've seen pictures. I must say kudos to the former president for starting it off, Muhammadu Buhari, and this president for finishing it. And special shout out to the bankers group, the ones who actually put down the funds and all of that. So it's a fantastic thing, and I'm looking forward to the kind of events and things that will be happening there, because they have several halls within that place.
Yeah,
great
makes
space
sense.
for it.
It actually does make sense for that. So and I, like you said, I think it's a nice way to celebrate the Independence Day. But please, I wanted to put out something. So I'm sure that a lot of people, if you go around, drive around, whatever city you are now, it seems to be a thing now in schools, especially primary schools. I'm not sure about it. I'm not going to talk too much about
secondary schools.
And
I can tell you that for free.
That everybody seems to wear a Nigerian attire to school and all that. Now, I have a few issues with it.
All right.
I think that it's a nice idea that they're trying to integrate those things into our schools now, which we didn't do then in primary school. You only go to whatever stadium for match past and all that. Now, another thing is tomorrow is a public holiday, and there's like a whole event around those things that these schools do. Why are these events not done on the day of October 1st itself? Why do you have to take a day out of school? 1, 2, and I think that a lot of schools are doing overboard with their dressing, the kind of things that, take for example, today now, I had quite a few nieces and nephews wear all sorts of things. I've seen Fulani and Yoruba and Edo, and it's nice, but can we be a little bit more conservative? Because now there's so much
conservative.
They're so elaborate, and there's so much money that is put into these costumes, and then they don't even get to wear them again because by next year you are in another thing again. I think it would be maybe it's a way of integrating everybody into it. I would have said whatever it is that you have at home, wear it. Do you understand? Because okay, maybe you're a Yoruba boy or you're an Igbo child, or you're whatever it is that you have that is your own indigenous thing, you would have, and everybody you learn from each other. But the fact that everybody has to go, a lot of people have to go above and beyond. So this morning I stopped somewhere, and there was a mother that was complaining that they had told them that they had to wear white and green, they had to wear white top and green trouser, that she looked for green trousers for her 3 children for days. She didn't find. She has to put them in black jeans that somebody cannot come and kill her. that because they had to wear white sneakers, white top, and green. I'm like, kilo shele go. Why?
Like, how do you have to go?
And I think that some of these schools, like, coming down.
Okay, I don't know what Fola thinks, but I do not agree completely with Dolupo. I align with the stress that parents have to go through in trying to put those costumes together, but I have a different plan. I think that the schools should plan 2-3 years ahead.
Why?
Yeah, I think that we should continue to celebrate Nigeria's Independence Day. I think we need to even make it more elaborate. You know, I feel that it gives you a sense of pride and it connects you to your country. And again, the green, white, green. I've seen how other countries celebrate their flags, you get, and their colors. And there's a whole generation of Nigerians that have no connection to those things, you get. So this could lead them back to that.
Oh yeah, these small younger ones. Oh yes.
Sure, you get. So it could lead them back to that path because there are like 2 or 3 generations that are completely disconnected. I grew up in a place where
I'm part of the generation.
I
grew up in a place where we used to salute the flag on a daily. We used to raise the flag. We had to learn how to raise the flag while they are singing the anthem.
The only time I did that was during NYSC.
You see, so we did that.
6 a.m. call. I think it was 6 a.m. Anybody that has been to camp will know that.
You said
6 a.m.
That's when Nigeria wakes. So.
Yeah, that's when we're all awake.
So we did that in primary school. Do you understand? We did that in primary school. So we understood the flag. We liked the flag. We were connected to the flag, the anthems, and all of that. But everything went bad at some point. And I always blame the military. Leave it. So, yeah, but you can interject if you want.
I would also say one of the reasons why some of us have lost the connection to Nigeria is mainly because of what is happening in the country. Because there's a lot of strife and suffering and all these things that are happening around us. So some people don't feel that patriotic towards the country. We're more like, what has the country done for
you? I get your angle to it, but I think I will tilt a bit towards what SR said because it's a matter of it's something that you've been used to from the get. It's easier to disconnect when you really do not have that much attachment to it. Like what he said now with in primary school with the saluted flag. In fact, now that take for example that something like Nigerian history is back into the curriculum. I never did history in school. All through primary school, all through secondary school. The only people that I think that ever did history is when you get to SS1, you're an art student and you pick history.
I think the closest.
That's the only form of history anybody maybe in my own generation got. So when you don't even know the history, the few history, maybe current affairs here and there and all that. That's just
citizenship studies. That was
you did I didn't even do citizenship studies
in primary school.
Do you understand? I didn't even do all that. It was just maybe then I would say that for someone like me, I grew up in a house where you had to read newspaper, you had to watch news. Did I hate it? Oh yes, I hated it. Oh, so much. But like the few things that I think I grasped then, it was through that. It was definitely not in school. So it's easier to disconnect when you really, I think you don't really have like an attachment to something that you're growing with.
Let me quickly speak to something that Fola raised about a generation that feels disconnected and they feel disenfranchised or just basically out of tune with the way things are going in Nigeria. A wise man once said, "Ask not what your country will do for you."
I was about to say that quote.
You get a wise man said it, and as soon as he said what he said, that's what hit me.
Yeah,
I get the need for us to want to be pampered and doctored or just get the basics.
Yeah.
But life also has taught me that resilience is required, that you need to push on regardless. I know if some people listen, some younger people now, they will blame me. They will, what's this one saying? His generation is a lie. Because it's never really going to get better. They didn't tell us that then, but I'm telling the people coming, it's never really going to get better things will never go back to what they used to be. So, what are you going to do? Are you just going to still wait for your country? No. You have to look at the system, study the system, and get
Let the
yours.
one that works
And just
for
get
you,
yours.
yeah.
I think what I would say about that is certain times where the youth have tried to fight back against the system, we've been pushed back. Especially during that NSAS period, most especially during that NSAS period. It was a time where the government opened our eyes to what things really are and how things really are. That if you actually try to speak up, they will shut you down.
It's not exactly true.
I think that's how I saw it, and
Yeah.
I think that's how most.
So let
youth
me
saw it.
let me also say,
it's a little bit.
as far back as 1978, so it was 79, there was the Ali Must Go riot. It was probably bigger than NSAS. It was pan-Nigeria. You know, NSAS was just in a few cities in Nigeria.
Yeah, it was.
The truth is, there was not a single NSAS riot in the north, apart from Abuja, which is the capital.
Yeah.
Most of the major northern cities, but you can't compare to
They
what
didn't
happened in the south.
Issues, like that.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
The hotbeds for NSAS was Lagos, Ibadan, Port Harcourt, Benin, Oshogbo. Let's just say the south.
It was the south. It was
You get-
basically the south.
Ali Must Go was pan-Nigeria, but let me not bore you with that. I went to a very volatile school, Edo State University, Ekpoma. Rioting was a way of life for those students, not me.
Excluded.
Now, what I'm trying to say in essence is that every generation will have their own answers.
Yeah.
Fair.
You get?
That is true.
Yeah.
But you do not let that define you. There is no government. If as you are now, there are things that belong to you, and you will protect it with everything you have. You get? NSAS started well and ended badly, not because of government, but because of the people who hijacked it. And people always, the government sent is a lie. NSAS was hijacked by politicians. And looking back, for me, because we were part of NSAS at the beginning, at least the first day we suffered well. So, but let me tell you what I'm trying to say in essence is that at the end of the day, when you look back, one day you find out that you were used, the way we found out we were used many decades ago too. I'm telling you the truth. It still goes back to the fact that violence never really gets the result you want it to get.
Yeah.
There's hardly any riot or protest
Anyway, in the world.
that has actually achieved what they set out to achieve.
Yep.
Do you get? But it's a discourse for another day. So the best way to speak, and I speak to the entire younger generation, people in their late teens, 18, 19 to 30, even 34, 35. I'm in my 50s, so I can say this. And I'm not pulling age over anybody. I'm just saying Nigeria has a young generation. Do you have a voter's card? Be honest with your answer. The biggest protest you can have, and it's not too late. There's registration started a few weeks ago.
Yeah. It's ongoing.
Picture, there are 94 million registered voters in Nigeria. Of that 94 million on the old register, about 60% of that is the youth. About 60% of that is the youth. When the last election happened, Bola Tinubu got 8-point-something million votes. Atiku was second with 6.7 or thereabout vote. Obi was third with 6.1. Put those three major guys together, their votes are now up to 30 million. But the youth of Nigeria are about 60-something million. The ones that can vote. Picture if it was anybody that they lined up behind. Obi, Atiku, Showore, Mogalu, anybody. And they just said, we don't even care about... That's your strongest protest, but I know you guys won't listen. Until you get old, then you look back and try to tell the younger ones too. It's the truth.
Yeah,
it's a vicious cycle.
It becomes a cycle every time.
If you listen to what I'm saying for a few more seconds before we move on, picture if after NSAS, all the people who were angry at the government
Went to vote.
had gone to vote. Nobody can rig. They never born the people. And I keep telling people that people shout about rigging. You cannot rig if you don't have numbers.
Yeah.
True.
And you cannot rig a person that has numbers out. You can't. It's
True.
It's impossible. So picture if across Nigeria, not even 60 million, 30 million Nigerian youth just lined up behind. What's that guy? The ADC guy. I think he was the youngest candidate.
Yeah,
And they just said,
Kachiku.
this guy Kachiku is our candidate. Do you know the guy will become president? Now, governance will be another problem. Oh. He won't have Senate and all of that. But I'm just saying that's how much power you have. Picture if the youth got organized to the point where they are saying, any young person that wants to go for Senate in Lagos, come out, we'll vote for you. At the end, look, a bike man became a member of the assembly.
Yeah.
A bike man. The guy was in Labour Party.
Yes.
That's how much anger the youth had. Do you get? The guy that became the rep in Aja Axis is from Benue State. He defeated Banky W and Obani Koroson. Virtually unknown guy. Because people were voting out of anger. Imagine if they had done that across board. So, rather than burn things down and shout, oh, government must go, you wait for their 4-year window and vote them out. But of course, this advice I'm giving now is smelling.
Anyway, we'll see where all that conversation is going to get to. But anyway, happy Independence Day for Nigerians in Nigeria.
I don't know if tomorrow we can maybe anybody tell us their Nigerian story, on Independence Day. Not because you went out to march, but being in Nigeria and the uniqueness of your Nigerian, experience.
I have a Nigerian story.
Every time
Everybody
you step
does.
outside, you have a Nigerian story.
Everybody does. The good, the bad, and the ugly.
Mostly
The
bad
good-
and ugly.
Yeah, the good, the bad, and there's good. There's plenty good.
Actually,
there's-
now that you're saying it, I think I've actually been. This has happened to me once. Being outside the country and someone actually just being nice, going like, "Oh, you're Nigerian." I'm
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah, that happens.
Well, that great, like really, yeah, that kind of thing has happened before.
So the good, the
But
bad,
anyway,
and the ugly.
that will be tomorrow. But before we leave all this whole conversation, another conversation that I think that we should talk about is the new tax laws, and I like the angle that the chairman of the committee on the tax laws, Mr. Taiwo Yedele, and even the FIRS chairman, they've been doing a lot of press briefings and to sensitize a lot of people, and I love it because we know that most of these tax laws are not going to kick in until January 1st next year, but it's good for people to be sensitized a lot now. So answer questions, and apparently blown up, and a lot of people are getting sensitized about it. And he made quite a few clarifications. One of the clarifications that he made is that, and I think it was about being a remote worker. And he's saying that whether you're a remote worker or not, once you earn money that is in Nigeria and that money enters into your bank account in a Nigerian bank account, you have to declare it and you have to pay taxes, even though the company that you're getting paid from is outside Nigeria.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, he also talked about how taxes is not determinant on whether your job is legit or not. He made an example.
What sense?
So
As long as you're earning
money. So he's saying that it is, according to him, is security agencies that have a business with whether whatever
The
you're
source.
doing is legit source or not. The tax guy has no business with it. As long as you're earning money, he gave an example of a runs babe. You are earning money. You delivered a service.
AKA Olosho.
You delivered a service.
So
The minute you are getting paid, that money is taxable.
so even Yahoo boys,
Their
Yeah.
income is taxable.
their income is taxable.
So according
Wow.
to him, once the tax guy don't care where your money is coming from,
wow.
it is going to be taxable. Another thing which I want us to talk about everything. Another thing that when I watched the video, he also talked about how what we know as tax consultants in Nigeria, where there are a lot of accountants, lawyers, and even basically all these people that help you count, do auditors and all that help you, that a lot of them, as much as you say that the country, the government is this, government is that. A lot of them help companies evade tax. They're the ones that help companies cook their books so that they don't pay enough taxes and all that. So yeah, he said a lot of things and gave a lot of clarification.
Yeah, the one that got everybody talking is how can Iran's babe be paying tax and everything? Again,
Peter Man says they need to tax Boom Radio. Oh yeah, we're paying taxes.
Yeah. You know, I love that. Fantastic. Yes, they need to, but at least it's subject to income now. I mean, so it's all right. You know, but on a real, where
is Peter Man been all this?
It's been almost a year, I guess.
Yeah, no, maybe a few months, but
okay, it's been that long.
Oh yeah, it is. It just occurred to me now that wow.
You know, miss you guys though, for real.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. So I was gonna say a quick one about taxes and stuff. Yeah. In the Bible, Jesus Christ.
Let's take it back.
Let's take it all the way back. My guy,
to the beginning
my guy
of life.
Jay, my guy. You know my guy Jay now.
I know that guy.
Jay,
I think I've heard of him.
Yeah, strong guy.
Mm-hmm.
They go try the guy. They went to him and said, look, they said we should pay taxes. The guy say, give me money with your hand first. Bring the money that you have with you. And they give it to him and say, now who did it? They say, I said, now see you. For those of you who know understand broken, he said, oh, that looks like Caesar, right? They said, yeah, it is Caesar. He said, simple now. Give unto Caesar that which is Caesar's. Mm-hmm. So when Jesus, they talk that time, I say, pay your taxes. Sadly, in Nigeria, churches and mosques, no, they pay tax. But the money where they rake for weekend, where they rake, even Afrobeats people no see them.
But the truth is, they're not breaking the law.
I don't say that they break law. I say they know they pay.
They're supposed to be taxed. I mean, they
according to Nigeria's laws,
now you
they
twist.
are not taxable.
No. Now you they twist waiting how they talk. I not talk say law they I be them break law. And they talk say they know they pay. Simple. Waiting how they advocate now say anybody will reach that bracket where money they reach pay the tax. Exactly. You know understand? You go look all these churches too now in front of them pot all day. You know if you look say, oh, hey, we know they pay tax, so more will fix road, more will clear gutter, nah lie, not be nah. Leave that one. So, if Jesus Christ could advocate for people to pay taxes, I see no reason why churches and mosques are not paying taxes. My opinion at the bar, as at today, it might change in 5 minutes time, but as at now, that's my opinion. The other thing I want to say about taxes is that we all want a good country that works, and everybody will tell you, other countries that they are paying taxes, they can see what they are doing. Yes, but are you even paying? The average Nigerian sees a tax as a problem. The average Nigerian sees like, they won't kill me. Like they're trying to get my money. It's not your money. That's the sad part.
The thing is, once you're taxed, sometimes you don't really see what you're being taxed for. And that's not the problem of the citizens. I think that's the problem of the government. And that's why people would see it as...
I think that I actually went through a bit, and I think it started from where I really started going to read a little bit was when I think I saw a video of... There's this guy on Twitter that talks a lot about taxes these days and all that. The guy that is always talking about Bond, not James or something.
Yeah, Duru Bond.
Yeah, and he broke a bit of things down, and which actually made me start going that. And he talked about if we really want to see so much change, we don't even pay enough taxes to see that kind
change.
Of.
Okay.
Do you understand? And I actually did go do a bit of research. The taxes that New York State gets is more than what the whole of Nigeria's budget.
What?
Dolupo.
And then you now want
Dolupo.
you want to live like Senate. What are you doing?
Dolupo,
You see,
let's continue with this discourse, right? Take a look at how whenever you want to get a US visa, for instance, or a UK visa, one of the documents you require is proof that you've been paying taxes. Why? Chibi has just released the top 10 businesses to do. And I'm sorry, Father Lord Jesus released the top 10 businesses to do. And I'm sorry, Father Lord Jesus, in Nigeria,
I don't think you have to apologize. He knows.
It's business. I'm sorry.
He knows.
That's what they are doing. He knows, Abi.
He knows.
So, if you want to make it, you either go into politics. And if you enter that politics, make sure that you are in the top echelon. You will be 2 years after. No, you see mopo everywhere. You are flexing and all. It's the same thing with the churches and the mosque. Some mosques too. You see religious people becoming rich overnight.
Yeah.
You get. And like he pointed out, this brother, I want to use the N word. These brothers are flying jets. You see, to buy a jet, now easy pass. To maintain the jet, now be the work. Do you know how much it means you spend daily on your anger? It's not the anger that Tinubu bill, it's the anger of where they are parking the PJs. All I'm saying is that let's be real.
Yeah.
Why are you getting so much money and it's not taxable?
Not taxable.
It doesn't make any sense. You get? It doesn't make any sense. I like the example of New York that Dolupo had brought in. Another beautiful angle to it is that these countries are so structured that, for instance, their VAT is high. I think Nigeria has we just increased it recently, but it's still very, very cheap. I bought a few things in London once, and my friends were like, keep your receipts. And I actually got, if you see the refund that I got, because they're saying everything I bought and I paid a VAT for, because I do not live there, I'm not supposed to pay that tax.
Wow.
Because VAT is a tax, value-added tax. So they gave me a refund. They gave me money back. I'm like, I'll be buying things in this country. What's going on? So it's important that we realize that taxes should be a part of our lives. And on the part of government, the politicians also must realize that there's this distrust that people have for you.
Yeah.
So go the extra mile to show them what their money. I remember when you see this Tinubu when he was governor in Lagos, terrible guy, and he had these issues with Obasanjo, who was president. Whenever he was fixing a federal government road, he would put a big billboard there. He say, "This is a federal government road." He now say, your taxes are fixing this road. It's like government money and tax money in action. Your money in action, like it's your money, because they are not giving us the required allocation. So government money is fixed. It's your money that is fixing this road. That federal government has abandoned.
They have abandoned you.
He played a lot of politics with it, but it was true that the government was not doing what they were supposed to do.
Yeah.
So if we could eschew all of that and let everybody go from the local government to the federal.
I think that it's local government right now that everybody should be. Because my question is, how is it that some local governments are building 3, 4, 5-story hospitals and are building
in the name of health center, massive hospitals.
Yeah, and are fixing roads and are building schools and are building housing estates.
And some people
nothing for
some people are sharing wheelbarrow.
Come on, like that's it for me. Like
make it make sense.
Let's make it make sense. But anyway, I think that everybody really at this point now, we need to actually go out and be very familiar with the new tax laws. Because I know that by January we will still hear noise. There will still be noise.
Again, these tax laws, if you are not earning higher, you are not going to pay higher.
Yeah. You
get the way the thing is structured. For instance, if your salary is under 800k, you're not paying 1 kobo. So the new tax laws are actually even more lenient
on the poor and
on the middle class, and stricter on the big earners. Forget all the noise and all the disinformation that I saw a guy make a video and the guy gets like 50,000 views. You get, and he's lying all through that, and I'm like, brother, I always want to use the N word at times when I'm
we're live.
But we're not allowed.
I mean, you can allow it.
No, I won't. We have to uphold the high standards regardless. So, but hey, please let us change our orientation. And again, Dolupo commended the FIRS and the tax people, but I still think that they're not doing enough. You know when they need our votes, they come into the markets.
Full force.
Vote for me.
Full
Vote for
force.
this person. They come on the streets. They come into your WhatsApp, into your everything. It's the same way you need to push out this information.
Okay, so we need to move on quickly.
Move on. There's
also,
plenty.
So just a bit of politics. The presidency has welcomed Goodluck Jonathan to the presidential race. However, it seems to be a little bit sarcastic. So apparently, Jerry Ghana, who now had talked about how it looks like Goodluck Jonathan might be coming back to the PDP and he might be the presidential candidate. So the presidency, in the spokesperson of the president had said, that he's welcome to join that race with open arms. But however, he's going to have to answer to the courts, because how do you get sworn in more than 2 times as a president?
And you're back.
So it's all funny, and it's very interesting. And the reason why they've done that is like now maybe they are seeing the signals really and truly that the man wants to contest.
And it's something that I've always said, okay, is it that people are forgetting the fact that this man cannot contest?
You forget one thing, Dolupo. Not everybody cares about the truth or the facts. We all they all just jump on the bandwagon.
Okay, so if he now does and they now go to court and court now says he cannot, you now start saying that judiciary has failed you.
So you must blame someone. I remember one lovely song from the late 80s, early 90s. Said, blame it on the rain. Like, just blame it. You must blame it on something. So blame the government.
Yeah.
Blame the judges. Blame somebody. Don't blame yourself. We no read constitution. No. Blame it on somebody. Look for somebody to blame.
You have to look for somebody.
But
blame.
I always say that it's well within everybody's right to contest, as long as there's universal adult suffrage, and you can contest if you meet the requirements. Sadly, in this case, I don't think it does. But let's see how it plays out.
So quickly, let's just move on. The drama between Dangote and PENGASSAN has not gone away anytime soon. Apparently, there's talks of that this PENGASSAN strike has reduced the power generation because there's less gas going in. However, the meeting started yesterday, ended in a stalemate. It continued today, but again, they have now moved that meeting to the office of the NSA behind closed doors.
So I was very proud of myself last night about what I did in the afternoon. I was in a meeting. It was a business meeting. And someone was talking about all the filling stations in Lagos were not selling fuel. This was around 3:30, 4 o'clock. So another guy in the meeting was like, what's really happening? And I was able to explain what was happening in 2 to 3 minutes. I said, So in the night, when I was playing back events in my mind, I said, you be my guy.
Bad guy.
Bad guy. I didn't hear myself. I say, bad guy.
Before you finish hailing yourself.
Yeah.
Laja says, good luck, a.k.a. Ipadabo
Abijawara.
No, Ibijawara.
Abijawara.
Afaketa. What?
Yeah, no, it's Abijawara.
He's
Ipadabo Abijawara.
He's not coming back.
So, the thing why I'm proud is that I was able to break it down quickly. And let me just say it here. Aliko Dangote is trying to break too many strongholds. Aliko is about to send a lot of people into another line of business or back home to their villages or their mansions. People have been feeding fat off the oil and gas industry for too long. Some people say, it's a monopoly. Or God, build your own. Go and gather the same 20 billion or 10 billion and build your own 10 billion capacity.
Where do you want to start from?
No. You are telling someone who borrowed money and used his own funds to and got government support to build the largest single train refinery in the world that is running a monopoly.
So I saw someone's tweet.
Yeah, go on.
And the person had talked about how he doesn't understand what Nupeng and PENGASSAN are about. And he made I don't know if the analogy makes sense, but he said, okay, so there is NUT that is in charge of, is a union for teachers, but is basically for federal and state workers. But you don't see them going to picket private schools because those teachers are not
They are not
in
they're not
they are
members of the
not
union.
their business.
and it made different scenarios like that in different sectors in the country. So how come PENGASSAN and NUPENG, why the owner of a company says, I don't want you to join this if you want to work in my company? Why do you have a problem with it?
We're quoting other people now. And there's a guy on Twitter that I saw his tweet this morning, and he said he is based in Ibadan, and of course they're discussing this thing, and they're saying that these unions fight for workers' rights. A lot of people say, oh, they must not allow Dangote get away with sacking the people he sacked because they joined the union. And the guy said when he called the radio station, he asked them, he said, do you guys belong to the union, the radio union? You know, there's Ratau.
Yeah.
Do you belong to Ratau? And they kept quiet.
So why are you not?
They don't, and they've not lost their jobs. They're working. Look, if in the media where there's a particular media house, I don't know if they started paying for almost 2 years, nobody got a salary.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's the same people that will come on air and say that PENGASSAN and NUPENG are correct. This is my take on it. This is my own take. Aliko is about to put a lot of people out of business.
Even Ali Ndume, who is not a fan of the government, has come to say that it looks like the federal government needs to disband them.
So what they're doing now is the last straw. Have you not noticed? They pushed NUPENG. Aliko blocked them. He bought 4,000 trucks and is buying more. Do you understand? Now they're pushing PENGASSAN, which is the highest level. You know, senior staff. Have you seen their office that they built in Lagos? Massive. Too much money.
Yeah, we sell it last time.
What is done? What they're doing now? I feel that some of the marketers and these people are working together. This is my own conspiracy theory. It's my opinion.
All of a sudden,
and that they're going to throw everything at Aliko until he gives up and bows to them. Remember when he said that some people told him to be paying subsidy every month?
1.5 trillion.
And he said, when he said it, those people came out, that man or what's their name, they came out and said that he should take it back or they will sue him. It's 1 week now, they have not sued him. And he said he's not taking it back. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So let's be able to filter. What Nigerians want is affordable energy. We don't tire. We are used to, no more subsidy. But why should all of these people just sit down somewhere and feed fat?
Exactly. It's
I openly support Aliko Dangote on this mission to continue to deregulate the industry. I beg and encourage other people who have the funds to invest in refineries also. I feel that these unions they're not really fighting for the workers.
They're not.
I feel that they are fighting for their own pockets. This is my opinion also. All these unions. I also feel the reason why I'm saying that is that there are some states that are not paying the minimum wage and you have not done anything about it. There are a lot of people who are going through stuff, who are workers. They're working under terrible conditions. There are some companies that are casualizing people. You have not done anything about it. But it's Dangote sacking people who join union, and he said, don't join union. You understand? It's my business, and I don't want you to join union. And the fact that these unions have the power to shut down power, they have the power to shut down gas, shows that they are a cabal. It's like a cult.
Exactly.
Now, if this thing continues, by this time tomorrow, maybe Nigeria will be generating less than 1,000 megawatts because they're shutting down flow stations. Now, they don't own the gas. They don't own the station. They are employed and they are paid a salary. But they can now use that power and put everybody on their knees.
There are people that are looking for jobs.
Are you playing?
Yeah, truly.
So
what? We had a call. I'm so sorry.
Please call us back.
Please, can you call us back?
Please call back. We missed your
sorry.
call. I'm so sorry.
Actually, 3 times.
We're sorry. Or maybe we call you.
Let me see if I can call the person back.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry.
We're so sorry. Apologize.
We strongly
apologize. So for me, all this forming of they're fighting for. If you are really fighting for the people, it shouldn't be about the 8,800 or 1,000 that Dangote said.
Hello.
Hello?
Oh, sorry.
Hey,
So sorry that we missed your calls. Please. Can you hear us?
Hey, how are you doing? I can hear you guys.
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you.
So, what's your name and where you calling from, please?
Sola from Boston. The one and only Sola from Boston.
Hey.
How you guys doing? Anyways, I just wanted to say something. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can. Yes,
Yo,
we
you're
can.
live
Go
now.
ahead.
You're live.
Yeah. I think what's going on with PENGASSAN and Dangote, to me, I think it's a clash of economic ideologies.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's really going on. You have to have more something with sanity, the communist mindset of the local level. You have a capitalist coming from that.
Sorry, excuse me. Sorry.
It said it's a clash of economic
I think you're sounding
ideologies.
a little muffled.
You might have to cut that call and call him back immediately.
Hello?
Okay, so you need to say it all again. You said something about it being a clash of economic ideologies.
Yeah, it's a battle of economic ideology.
I'm not sure I can hear you well.
That's why I said you should
Let
do,
me cut it
do
off
what I
and
said.
call you back immediately.
It's important because it's really making some points.
Yeah.
There. Again,
and
this
because-
is how we learn and get better. Nobody knows it all. You know? Yeah.
Okay. Hello?
Can you guys hear me now?
Oh,
Fantastic.
Yes,
This is
very
good.
now.
Okay, so what is going on is a clash of economic ideology. You have Marxist tendencies from the 70s in Nigeria, this communist ideology of, togetherness and we all own something. And you have capitalism in Dangote. So if you listen to the secretary of PENGASSAN like 3 days ago, when he was interviewed on, I think, Channel TV, he said Dangote does not own it. It belongs to all of us, or it belongs to everyone.
No.
So they're still stuck in
He bought it.
Yeah, but
okay, they're still stuck in
yeah, I like that point. Carry on.
So they think Dangote Refinery belongs to all Nigerians. It's a private sector.
It's private.
If I put that kind of money in an investment, of course, I won't want anybody to join unions because they've clearly shown you what they're going to be doing when they're not happy with you. They can blackmail with strike.
Yeah, and then
So if I'm America, especially to Germany, they can just go on strike on any time.
Mm-hmm.
This is not a public-owned refinery. Why didn't they protest when the PH refinery did not work? Why didn't they protest when the Kaduna refinery did not work? These guys were praising NMPC at the beginning of this year that they've got the refinery working. They were lying. They said they went down there. Remember, they went down there and they saw it, and they lied. So why not protest? Why not fight for public-owned institutions? So I am not saying that Dangote is not a shrewd businessman. Of course, he's going to exploit. Dangote is simply exploiting government inefficiency. That is the bedrock of his business model. He exploits Nigeria's inefficiency in governance.
Word.
That is what he's doing. So, and I can't fault him for that.
No.
If I see an opportunity and the government wouldn't do something, I will exploit it for my own gain.
Word.
So what we need to do is, if you guys remember what happened with MTN, if you remember MTN, when MTN came in, there was no per second billing. If you guys remember, Shola,
Until Glow did
it was per minute. Even but what happened? Glow came in, introduced per second billing, and they crashed the price.
Everything changed.
By next year, Boa is coming up.
Yeah, Port Harcourt. Yeah, you're right.
So yes, so you need more, so what government should do is make it easier to have more people come into that sector.
That's it.
Don't fall for the type of let's allow people to import. No, we are done with importation.
Yeah.
What you do is find tax incentives for local players to come into that industry because everybody is watching the way you are treating Dangote right now. They are all watching. And if you get this wrong, you're going to screw up that sector.
Fantastic.
So let's wait for Boa to come in next year. They will crash the price, obviously, by next year. But this idea of having some cabals that are unproductive, telling someone that, Shola, imagine you put that kind of money. Do you know what, Shola? Do you know what? if this refinery goes left, Dangote is done.
That's the end.
Yes, that's
People have no idea.
$20
It's
billion.
it's beyond Dangote. It affects any other FDI you are trying to get. If someone can invest 20 billion,
our president, if you notice, he met the two biggest foreign Nigerian born guys today.
Akim and
Yes.
Bayo.
was with Tinubu today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are your top two foreign Nigerian that have money in the diaspora. They are watching this.
Oh, they actually came because they're also going to go into the upstream sector. That's what I heard. So
Yeah.
if you don't handle Dangote well, they won't bring their money.
So what do you think they are thinking right now with this kind of BS?
I agree.
So if you screw this up, you are going to mess up the whole thing for all Nigerians.
Totally.
And you cannot say because of 700 people that everybody should suffer. Look at the price of everything is now going up. Just 3 days, so see the oil at their cost now. 3 days into this, see the nonsense.
Yeah. Power is dropping.
Guys, if we all want a private sector-driven economy, let's go for it. We should be done with the 70s.
Yeah.
We are done with that nonsense.
Yeah.
Labor. In fact, I remember in my days in Abuja, guys, even tailors, if you don't join union, they will make your life miserable.
Yeah.
Union,
Organizers, all of them.
What's all this union nonsense?
Yeah.
What?
What is
Yeah.
going on?
They will come and seize your equipment if you don't join the union.
Yeah,
That's what they
yeah,
were
they will
doing.
see your sewing machine now.
Yeah.
Back in the days,
Yeah.
so we need to stop all that nonsense. So what we need now is, guys, before I leave, we need to look at labor laws.
Yes.
You cannot compare people to join labor.
You can't.
They should have an option. You don't go to redeem a union and say they must join labor unions now.
Yeah.
They don't have to join.
You can't. Yes.
Thank you.
I
All right.
agree.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you
so
for
much.
thank you so much.
Thank you
You
so
know,
much.
I think you said it well, and I'm going to quickly latch on to what my namesake just said there, and I'm going to quickly say, President Bola Tinubu, this is on you. You have to handle this in a way that any
It sends a message to everybody else.
That's it.
It sends a message that you can't be messing with people. I think that's it. It just makes all the sense in the world. We do not have a lot of time anymore. But talking about unions, ASUU has also issued a 14-day ultimatum threatening indefinite strike.
I was hoping that we'll have the first generation of Nigerians. That's from the late 70s to 2027. The first set, that's those ones that came in last year or 2 years ago, that never experienced strike.
I really believe that
None of us here.
That wants
Everybody
to go on
here.
strike,
I've been there.
Did you experience strike or not?
I did.
Did
should
you?
be- oh,
I did.
yeah,
I did
yeah.
too. Do you
Should be
understand?
disbanded.
So
Any
I-
union that is
I-
wants to go on strike,
I was
is
in
disbanded
uni. I was in uni in the 90s. I experienced it. Dolupo was in uni many years ago. She experienced it. You were in the uni last year or 2 years ago, and you experienced it. But you see, the people who have been in uni for the past 2 years now, who just entered,
They have
not the ones that were there before,
They
haven't. But you see, ASUU wants to show us that we are relevant now.
And I think that's
Ṣé
what
ASUU
it
wa
is.
kere no ayé
I
ni?
think
They
that's
want
what
us to
it
show
is.
that why is everything going this way? Meanwhile, government, I will speak truth again.
Disband
Look at
everybody.
some of these agreements, the one that you can quickly meet, the low-hanging fruits. Please go ahead. I keep seeing videos of kids who got this student loan and they are actually happy. ASUU, think calm, no be everything be politics.
Yeah, and just talking about that quickly before we leave. That just wanted to put it out there. This was announced yesterday. Federal government had now mandated that thesis submission, basically your project submission, needs to be submitted with your NYSC mobilization. So for people that are just going to be mobilized now, and really, I remember we were having this conversation yesterday, and I'm like, it shouldn't really be an issue you actually did.
It's not a crazy issue at all.
If you actually graduated,
As long as you're not asked to defend it, I think that's fine.
When you're running a marathon, the well-organized ones, at every milestone, some give you tags and stuff to show that you actually did run that marathon.
Yeah.
That's all I'm good to say.
So that's basically it. Also, AA Adekunle Ajashin University Akungba in Ondo State. Also, the lecturers are threatening not to disrupt resumption of students, saying that the state has not been paying them salaries. So
look,
Lagos State.
the way
I mean,
the
sorry,
federal
not Lagos, Ondo State.
the way the federal government has CBN that regulates banks, they have the NUC.
Yeah.
NUC should be empowered now to acquire schools like this and sell it to the federal government. Let federal government take over.
Now, yeah.
If there's any state that cannot take care of their own university, let the people who can take care of it, because it doesn't make any sense.
It really doesn't make any sense. Also, the Abuja Kaduna rail that had an issue is starting again tomorrow, and they've already opened their online platform for people to buy tickets. I'm sure that a lot of people were really waiting for this to
that thing made shuttling Abuja Kaduna very easy.
Very, very easy. And quickly before we go, we can't go through so much, but there's Champions League actually today. Champions League match day 2 is starting today. Newcastle and Union SG.
Newcastle.
Easy.
Leverkusen PSV. I think this is going to be
Leverkusen.
Really? Okay. Man City Monaco.
Man City.
Easy.
Well,
Man City.
Copenhagen and Karabag.
Who?
Copenhagen.
Really? That's, you don't even know any of them. So you don't know.
I know.
But still.
Easy.
Juventus Villarreal.
Juventus.
Athletic Bilbao Borussia
Dortmund.
I would say
Wednesday.
Bilbao.
It's not Madrid, though.
I'm so sorry. I've been reading out Wednesday.
Anyone you want to read
Today is Atalanta Club Bruges.
Atalanta.
If Atlanta plays Demola, Atlanta. If they do Bruges.
Wow. Chelsea Benfica.
Chelsea.
I go say just out of pure hate for Chelsea. Benfica.
Chelsea.
Marseille Ajax.
Marseille.
Real Madrid Karat Almaty.
Madrid now. What's that?
Atleti Frankfurt.
I would say Frankfurt.
Frankfurt and who?
Atletico Madrid.
No. Athletic Bilbao.
Frankfurt.
I
will go Frankfurt.
Galatasaray Liverpool.
Gala because of Osimhen. Nobody say Osimhen.
Is Osimhen playing?
I don't.
He's likely to return today.
But Liverpool.
Osimhen is playing.
Gala.
They might.
If Osimhen is playing, he's going to bag 2 goals. And Liverpool are going to win.
Inter Slavia Praha.
Inter now.
Bodo Glimt Tottenham. I swear, if Tottenham does not win this
Bodo
game.
Glimt is going to beat Tottenham.
I go with Tottenham.
Bayern Munich Pavos.
Munchen. Bayern Munchen.
Okay, so those are the games today. We'll see if your
world people don't take our word for it. It's banter. So don't go and say it's Fola that made you bet.
Please.
Finally, before we go, Laja said South Africa is still going to the World Cup. I think so too.
I think they are. They say they are going to protest. You get, but they have no protest because Mokoena did play that game that he wasn't supposed to play.
Yeah, he wasn't supposed to play.
But I feel that they've done enough. And look at one of the countries.
They have to lose the next.
One of the countries that is in their group is playing in their country.
Yeah.
You know that it doesn't make any sense now. Lesotho is inside South Africa, kind of. Yeah, Zimbabwe is playing in South Africa. South Africa. This thing is structured to take South Africa to the World Cup.
Okay. And on that note, that is all we have to take today on the bar. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. We'll be back again tomorrow, 3 p.m. West African time, to give you another wonderful edition of the Bombard. Do have a beautiful, beautiful day ahead.